with Tight Lines with L&S. Sarah's behind the camera today. We've been requested to do a fish filleting segment for our videos. So today we're going to do some perch. Got a few of them to do, and I got some walleye to do. So we're pretty much the same. First things first, you're going to want to start off with a nice fillet knife. Make sure it's sharp. It's really going to help you if you have a sharp one. So here's a nice perch that Sarah caught. Real jumbo, just to make it a little bit easier to do than the smaller ones. So you're going to want to do your first cut kind of at an angle toward the head, behind the front pectoral fin. So you want to get under these scales. Once you're into the meat, you're all right. And then once you kind of hit the backbone, you're going to want to twist your knife and go backwards. And you'll follow the spine. A little bit harder on these big ones compared to the small ones. Actual bones in them. So just keep following the spine. And follow the belly, right? And you'll want to stay on both sides, on the top side of these fins. Otherwise you'll be cutting into the spine. You go right to the very tip of the tail.
Not all the way through there.
Yeah, don't cut all the way through. Just going to want to use the fish as leverage. And you'll come back on this side and you'll push your knife down to the skin. And then using your flexible fillet knife, you're going to want to kind of follow the skin and it just peel right off the skin. So there's your skin, no meat, and here's your fillet.
Easy.
You'll take your fillet, and you'll see your Y bones here. Just go right along the side of them. You can follow them down. And then right to the back here, I make another cut. You can see where your bones end. You can even feel them with your knife when you're doing it. Now you just cut right along there, and you'll get one nice big chunk of boneless meat. And then on the back side of your bones here, you'll almost see a line there. I will just cut right on the bottom side of that, and I'll just like pinch this with my fingers. Cut down until you feel the ribs. Don't push, just cut down until you feel them. And then same thing, just rotate your knife and just follow the ribs.
Basically peel all that meat right off.
And there's another piece of boneless meat. And basically this is all bones, so no waste. And you want to flip it over.
We're going to repeat.
Do the same thing on this side. So follow, get a nice angle toward the head. And then kind of rotate it down. You might have to kind of make a cut here just to get around this fin. And you're going to want to follow the spine again. Sometimes you have to kind of work both sides. Second side is always a little bit harder, I find, than the first side, just because it's more flat with the guts kind of hanging out. Same thing, follow the spine. So here, go right to the tip of the back here, right to the tip of the tail almost. And flip it over. Put your knife down. Hold the carcass. And I like a good flexible knife for this. You can kind of put a lot of pressure on it, and it just kind of work it, and it just slides right along. Then again, no meat. Fillet right here. You can see your bones right here. You just come up on the back side or the top side of them. Cut right down. I can feel the end right here, so I just kind of rotate my knife and cut it. Obviously it gets easier the more you do. Once you do a few in a row, it gets pretty quick. If you have 15 of them to do, you'll get better every one. And then just follow the back side. Nice thin piece of meat. Bones, and done.
Beauty.
That's it.
Thanks, Lucas.
Yes, no problem. Perch, pretty simple. Just cut behind the back of the front fin here. Just cut down till you hit the backbone, and then you rotate your knife and just follow the backbone. And your knife will just pretty much follow it. Don't press too crazy hard or you'll go through it. And go all the way back to the tail. Don't cut all the way through because you're going to want to use the body. So flip it over, rotate it, and then you'll get right to the back here and push your knife down. And then you just hold the fish and slide your knife along, and you should end up with your fillet. Guts and everything will stay in the fish for the most part. There's one fillet. So what I do is I go right along the bones here. I cut down right to the bottom. And then your bones will come out to here. You'll feel them. So I cut down right here. And then this will be one part of the fillet, totally boneless. Then I take this. There's some meat on the back side of the ribs here, so you'll kind of see where your Y bone line is here. I cut down right behind that, and then I just rotate my knife, kind of pinch this with your fingers, and you'll just follow your bones, and you'll get another little piece of meat. And this is pretty much all bones, not any wasted meat there. Same thing on the other side. Sometimes you might want to miss that fin there, so it can cause a little bit of grief. And yeah, just follow it back again, same thing, right along the backbone. Right to the very back. Flip it over, flip this one back over, get back in here, and there you go, another one. Well, the key is to have a nice flexible knife, so you can really put pressure on it and it'll stay on the skin side. Same thing on this, you'll see your bone line here, just cut it out. Cut that. Your bones come to about here. So just kind of follow that. Another piece of meat from your perch. And then this. Same thing here, just kind of pinch it with your fingers and rotate your knife. It's not a ton of meat back here, but there's
enough to worth saving.
Yeah. And that's all boneless, no bones.
All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing on these guys, and then we'll get started on the walleye. So we'll see you in a few.